As generation changes, so does the industry that involves books. Ever heard of Wattpad? Well, it is indeed the game changer. Wattpad has been referred to as the YouTube of writing, for it enables authors to share their work with the world, and it is entirely free for all of its users. With today's industry, especially of the Philippines, Wattpad indeed revolutionized the contents of bookstores. Ever heard of Diary ng Pangit by Denny R., commonly known by her pseudonym Have You Seen This Girl? How about She's Dating the Gangster by Bianca Bernardino with the pen name SJ Wannabe? Those are just two of the popularized story that was adapted into a book from the world of Wattpad. Hype and hysteria aside, I'm sure you're left wondering what the real benefit is. You've heard that it's a good exposure tool, but what's that Wattpad? How do Wattpad outputs change the industry of book publications?
So hi, my name is Ellen Marie M. Pueyo, and I'm studying at Far Eastern University taking Bachelor of Arts in Literature, and I'm 16 years old.
Ellen May Pueyo, aka I Misha, is the writer of a published Wattpad story entitled My Campus Girl.
Hi, ang bilis naman. Monday na kagad. Umpisa na namang paguran sa school. Pero ayos lang as long as nakita ko yung one and only ko. Sino siya? Siya si Ella Beatriz Castro, ang partner ko, ang campus princess. Lahat-lahat na ng katangiang anghel nasa kanya, kaya naman di malabong mangyari na magustuhan siya ng sadamakmak na lalaki. Ano ba yan? Paano ako makakaporma sa kanya kung halos lahat ng lalaki nakabuntot sa kanya? Kaya nga eto ako, magpapakatorpe.
Hi, I'm Jose Paulo Cajayon. I'm writing as GPA Adrian.
Jose Paolo Cajayon, aka JP Adrian, is the writer of numerous published Wattpad story. His most popular work is entitled The K-Pop Star and I.
Hindi ko alam kung bakit napakasakit. Pero kung bibigyan pa ako ng pagkakataon na ulitin ang lahat, ulitin ko pa rin to. Babalikan ko palagi yung araw na nakilala kita. Kahit na sa huli, alam kong labis na masasaktan ulit ako.
When Hallyu waves invaded the Philippines, nagtatago marahil si Joy sa kuweba. Dahil wala siyang ideya na ang Korean na na-assign sa kanya bilang personal assistant nito ay isang sikat na K-pop idol. Iyon ang araw na babago sa normal na buhay ni Joy. She'd be living a fairy tale life that every fangirl had ever dreamed of. Pero posible kayang ma-in-love ang isang Prince Charming sa ambisyosang frog?
Actually, I discovered Wattpad through my friends 3 years ago. With Wattpad kasi, masasabi ko meron silang kumbaga they have a wider audience or readers for certain stories. Tapos actually there are other sites din like Wattpad, but we do it on Wattpad kasi mas malawak yung scope niya. Almost every genre ng story you can find on Wattpad. You can write on Wattpad and you can find a certain reader na would take interest to read your stories.
So, summertime po nung na-discover ko yung Wattpad. Tapos, kasama ko yung cousin ko, and nung nag-open ako ng phone niya, I saw yung application, yung app ng Wattpad. Tapos, pagtingin ko doon, inas ko siya kung ano yun. Tapos, she told me na doon mo mababasa yung mga stories and everything. And doon ko na-discover yung Wattpad, and what made me publish nung stories doon is meron kasi akong first na favorite kong author na nabasa doon. Tapos na-motivate ako na gumawa ng stories and i-publish din yon.
3 years ago, 2013, I started writing on a K-pop star and on Wattpad, and then there. Even before kasi as a writer, actually, most of the writers kasi are looking for readers to share their stories with. And since my Wattpad naman, it's a good place for us as an author, for the writers, parang tambahan nila and to share their stories. And the good thing about it is kasi interactive siya. So once you publish a story or per chapter lang, may mga nagbibigay ng feedback again right away. This is what makes you an author. To be inspired, na ipagpatuloy yung stories na sinulat mo para masundan nila.
Una talaga, out of boredom lang siya. Tapos, pangalawa, nung gumawa po kasi ako ng story sa Wattpad, parang hobby ko lang kasi wala akong magawa nun. So, para meron ako mapagtuunan din ng time. Tapos, secondly, na-realize ko na yun na rin pala yung passion ko.
Wattpad opened up possibilities to anyone who wants to write and publish stories for a large audience to read. But these two writers are privileged enough to be one of those at the attention of Wattpad community. But what was their ticket to this popularity?
Yung first story ko na got published on Wattpad and also got published in a book in the K-pop Star and I. Story about a personal assistant who worked with the K-pop idol na nagpunta sa Pilipinas, who privately looking for a certain person, and then habang of course mahaba yung stories and it is a romance story, na-fall siya dun sa guy which is totally out of her league, and then yun syempre PA lang siya, then K-pop idol, so paano mag-work yun pag na-fall ka, diba? Napaka-imposibleng mangyari, but since it is a romance story, na-realize ng K-pop idol na parang nagkakaroon siya ng feelings dun sa PA niya. But it was really hard for the both of them kasi dun sa status ng buhay nila.
Please, listen to me. Now I know why my grandma sent me here in the Philippines, to find what I was meant to look for.
But you didn't find the person, sir. And I'm sorry.
I did, and she's standing right here, in front of me. Mahal kita. The words my heart wants to say out loud.
So, yung story ko is my campus girl, and yung meron ako dun dalawang character, si Ella at saka si Nate. Parang typical love story lang, pero kasi about siya parang everybody wants her and everybody wants him. Pero pareho silang may gusto sa isa't isa, kasi yung problema is natutorpe dun yung guy. Tapos nahihirapan siyang lapitan yung girl, even though na pareho silang may gusto sa isa't isa. Dun lang iikot yung story. Sa kanilang dalawa lang, tapos dun lang din sa friendship and din sa family.
Uy, Nate! Bakit ang lungkot mo? May gusto ko bang ligawan kaso hindi pwede?
Oo.
Sino yun? Baka matulungan kita sa kanya.
Matutulungan mo ba ako sa sarili mo?
Ha? You mean, manliligaw ka sa akin?
Oo, sana.
What if I say yes?
Eh di, liligawan kita.
When a Wattpad story is chosen to be published into a book, it will undergo the editing and proofreading process.
I am Maria Antonette Velasco, Managing Editor ng LIPM. The first procedure will be editing. Then after nun, yung proofreading. Dito included yung corrections and inputs. Tapos lastly, second proofreading stage na. Sa pagre-revise ng Wattpad stories, ina-identify na namin yung problema sa evaluation pa lang. Ang usual na pinapa-revise namin is yung hindi masyadong katanggap-tanggap na conflict. Para siyang manipulated, pero dapat kahit fiction siya, kapag binasa siya ng ibang tao, kapanipaniwala pa rin yung labas ng stories. Sa pag-edit naman ng Wattpad stories, usually technicality lang ang tinitingnan at spelling, mostly sa English. Also yung punctuation or yung sentences, masyadong mahaba tapos pwede namang paiksiin. When we talk about traditional publication, mahirap para sa kanila na maghanap ng publisher na magpapublish ng book nila kasi i-evaluate pa yon. May times na pwedeng ma-return. Ako, ilang beses ko nang nararanasan yun. Yun yung mahirap na part as a writer. Noon naman sa Wattpad, siguro ang nahirap sa kanila, nandoon lang sila. Kunyari yung story mo, yun lang yung pwede mong ipakita sa reader mo. Ang advantage, hindi mo magagalaw ang manuscript. Pero sa traditional publishing, malalaman mo yung mga mali mo sa manuscript. Dahil doon, gaganda pa yung works mo. Kasi makikita nila yung mali sa manuscript mo. Mabibigyan ka pa nila ng advice na kung paano mo pa gagawin na makakatulong rin sa pagsusulat mo. Unlike sa Wattpad, yun lang yun eh. Tatanggapin ng tao or reader yung isinulat mo. Hindi mo alam kung may mali ba. Alam mo, tinanggap na yun ng reader.
In some cases like Ellen May Pueyo, Wattpad writers get to proofread and be the editor of their own works. This just goes to show that they are at more liberty than the traditional resident writers of a publication.
Yung mga editing po, nasa akin po yung right ko para mag-edit. Pero kung gusto ko pong ibigay sa kanila na sila yung mag-edit, pwede ko naman pong gawin yon. But sabi ko, ako na lang din po yon ang mag-edit kasi nakalagay sa contract. Hindi po nila gagalawin unless na sabihin ko na edit po nila.
After the writing and editing process, the Wattpad stories will then be subjected to the publishing stage.
I'm Edith Garcia, Editor-in-Chief of Precious Pages Corporation. Ang criteria namin sa pagpili ng Wattpad story to be published ay unang-una, kailangan pumasok siya sa genre ng romance. Yung romance kasi ay something na pinafantasize ng mga nagbabasa. Now, kung baguhan kang writer, ina-advise namin na you follow the guidelines to be safe. Ang importante kasi sa romance yung overall feeling that you give to the reader. Basta dapat may kilig factor at hindi boring. Meron kaming tinatawag na deed of sale, which is to buy the novel from a writer. Binili namin yung story, so amin na yon. May nakalagay doon that you are exclusive and hindi mo pwedeng gamitin yung pen name mo sa ibang company. Tapos ganun pa rin, i-evaluate pa rin yung manuscript mo. Subject to approval pa rin yun. Bale, in the event of selection ng stories, una, pinaparate namin. Then after nyan, doon namin malalaman kung ano yung unang lalabas kaagad. It doesn't mean naman na lowest yung story mo, hindi ka nalalabas. Aside sa advocacy namin na gusto namin i-promote yung reading, meron ding business side. Siyempre, kung hindi ka naman tatangkilikin, iba yung masikat. Bukod sa kailangan na mataas ang ratings mo, dapat marami ka ring fans. Hindi naman immediately mapapublish yung story, pero siguro mga 2 or 3 months after, mapapaline up yan agad. Especially kung top writer ka dito, of course, after ma-approve yung nobela mo, ipaprioritize yan, i-edit, ipoproofread, at iko-correct. Pagagawa niya ng cover, so more or less, ang paghihintay mo mga 3 to 5 months. Tapos, yung iba, nakapila. Kasi maraming nagsasubmit dito at maraming naa-approve. Tingin ko naman kasi, the traditional and commercial publishing industry will always be there. Wala namang problema kasi kailangan nating sumabay sa changes na nangyayari.
Definitely, Wattpad has opened a broader opportunity for stories authored by fresh writers like Ellen and JP to undergo the publication process and reach the bookstores. So what's that Wattpad? Indeed, it is the game changer.